welcome to your emergency meeting, where in tonight's show I am going to talk about Gareth Southgate, the favourite to be the next Manchester United manager, Thomas Tuchel wanting the Manchester United job. While you are watching live, make sure you are liking, sharing, subscribing to this channel as I do plenty of Manchester United contents. This is the third emergency meeting that I have done in a row because there's been loads of Manchester United news this week, and I love doing these emergency meetings. I saw some of you thinking, but you're only doing it for your own PR, Mr. Joshy J. No, I'm not, because if I see any breaking news and that, I come out and report it because that's what my channel is about, a football channel, and I'm ready to give my opinion on it. It's as simple as that. And I know for sure that Ineos have absolutely bottled it. Good evening, Mr. But complete disgrace that you're going for Gareth Southgate. I know, Hayden Cox, it's an absolute disgrace. What the fuck has he won with England? He hasn't won anything with England. Yes, he's got to the final in the Euros. Yes, he's got to semi-finals of the 2018 World Cup and the quarter-finals of the 2022 World Cup. But what people got to realise, how fucking easy groups did England have, yeah? Let's have it right, reaching the knockout stages. Dear me. And yet fans want to get giddy about Gareth Southgate coming in as the next Manchester United manager. Get out of here, seriously. It's an absolute disgrace. Ineos have absolutely bottled it. I mean, it's not been announced yet, but, you know, reports are coming out that Ineos want him to be the manager. You pretty much know it's a done deal. So after the Euros, Gareth Southgate, waistcoat wanker, will be taken over from the bald ruled. Now, I do not want the bald ruled as manager, but I would have much rather had an elite manager than this pizza bag merchant or waistcoat wanker. It's an absolute disgrace, and I'm absolutely seething with Ineos about this. It just goes to show they have absolutely no morals whatsoever, like the fucking Glazers. The Glazers are a disgrace, and so are Ineos as well. You're just as fucking bad as the Glazers. But Mr. Joshy J, they're trying to make things happen. They're trying to build foundations. And what? And what? Yeah, it's absolutely pathetic how you could either consider this pizza bag merchant or waistcoat wanker. It's absolutely dreadful decision. I don't get the logic on what Ineos are thinking. Bringing in this manager, what good is he going to do? Is he going to have a relationship with the players? Or is he going to call out the players? I tell you what, if he's pragmatic, then there's no way the players are going to listen to him. It's as simple as that. Nice shirt, mate. Wouldn't miss you in the dark with that on. Yeah, I get that. It's a Lando Norris shirt because he won his first ever Grand Prix on Sunday, which is absolutely fantastic. Good evening to you, Philip, by the way. Happy Abu Dhabi 21 day, Josh. Fuck off. Nah, kidding with you, mate. But, yeah, anyway, I am absolutely fuming with Ineos. Why, oh why, have you gone with this clown for to replace the bald ruled? Like I said, it's not officially been announced yet, but it's only a matter of time before it gets announced. And unfortunately, us Manchester United fans next season have got to put up with waistcoat wanker being in the dugout. Fucking great. So he will do the Euros with England first, and then he will come in to Manchester United after the Euros. I mean, look, I don't want the bald ruled as manager, but nor I don't want Gareth Southgate as manager. I'd rather have gone for Don Carlo Ancelotti or Thomas Tuchel, an elite manager who knows the standards of Manchester United Football Club. But instead, we're going for this clown. You've absolutely bottled it, Sir Jim Ratcliffe. Get your fucking board out of here. It's like you got no minerals whatsoever. I've been willing to give you a chance. Now you've blown it, and it's about time other Manchester United fans started to raise the standards that this is nowhere near good enough that we're bringing in that clown. This is the day Man United died. I know, Hayden Cox, this is like we're no longer an elite football club now. We just make up the numbers, mate. It's an absolute disgrace, and I've absolutely had enough. I've already gave up with this season, but having that clown in the dugout next season, oh my goodness me. Just standing there on the touchline in his waistcoat or suits, whatever the fuck he wears. We're going to have to put up with him. Cheap option FC appointing the stake and now going for cheap option Southgate instead of paying a elite level manager. I completely agree, Hayden Cox. It's a joke, man. Honestly, I just do not get why they would bring in this sort of manager. What has he got on his CV? He got fucking relegated with Middlesbrough. He missed a penalty in the 96 euros or 97 euros, and now you're going to see him literally representing Manchester United Football Club. It's just like, oh my goodness me, help us. It's going to get real peak for us next season. I'm not going to lie. Even if we kept the ball ruled on, it would have got real peak. But having that manager in the dugout, it is going to get absolutely real peak for us next season. I'm not going to lie. But, Mr. Joshy J, you need to back him. You need to get behind him. You need to back Ineos. This and that. No, I do not. Ineos are just as bad as the Glazers. It just goes to show if you go for the cheap option, you have no fucking idea how to run a football club. And that's the harsh reality of it. But why have you turned on Ineos already, Mr. Joshy J? Because they're absolute snakes going for the cheap option. They bring in a fucking technical director from the EFL Championship, and now they're bringing in a cheap manager. I mean, where are the standards these days on Manchester United? They are absolutely on the floor, and I've absolutely had enough of it. Myself, Side TV, we are both landing the minerals of Manchester United. We both just come out and say it how it is. If you like it, great. If not, then cry. I don't care. It's as simple as that. I will always carry on calling out my football club for any shit they do. If they get it right, I'll praise them. Get it wrong, you're getting called out. It's as simple as that. And I am calling Ineos out for literally going for the cheap option. There is an elite manager available. Thomas Tuchel, go for him. Team going to finish at least 6. Yes, I agree. Good evening to you, wonderful horseshoe. How are you doing, mate? I hope your day's going good. Nice to see you back on here again, as you're quite a regular in the live chat. But, oh my goodness me, I can't believe I am going to be... We're getting rid of one clown, but you're literally bringing in another one. Roll up, it's the Manchester United Clown Show. Roll up. We have on the stage the bald ruled, literally on a bicycle. And next we have another clown, Gareth Southgate, waistcoat wanker, being a juggler, juggling balls. It's like, dear me, this is an absolute embarrassment for Manchester United Football Club that we've literally gone for this sort of manager. If you are watching live, let me know down below. What are you thinking of Gareth Southgate pretty much coming in? Are you disgusted? Because I sure am. Because there was an opportunity to go for a top level manager, but we've now absolutely thrown that away. And you wait next season. It won't surprise me if we finish about 12th or 15th or something, because no doubt about it, the players will down tools on Gareth Southgate like they down tools on the bald rules, because they don't get on well with the bald rules. And what makes you think these snakes are going to get on better with Gareth Southgate. They simply won't. Now they're on tools on him as well. Then we're absolutely set back for many more years. And it's like, could there be a possibility we get relegated first of all? Everyone laughing at Man U. Yeah, I know, mate. Honestly, are any of us just happy coming mid-table or something? What the fuck? I have my concerns about them, Hayden Cogs, and yeah, on Monday, people are saying, "Oh, you can't sack the Bulls ruled. You need to get rid of the players first." That is absolute bollocks. Okay, you can get rid of the manager and you can get rid of the players as well, but you bet your bottom dollar now that waistcoat wanker's coming in, that number 10 will say this football club, and fucking Harry Maguire will be in the starting lineup every week. You wait and see, because for Gareth Southgate, them two are literally his pets, so they'll be in the fucking lineup every week. Fucking typical. I'm absolutely, wow, it's absolutely unbelievable. You keep being passionate, mate. I worry for you in the cup final if the ball ruled is still there. He's staying, mate. Ineos have literally come out and said that the ball ruled is staying for the FA Cup final. You wait, it will get absolutely real peak for us. But, Mr. Joshy J, you're only doing this for your own PR. Stop being negative. Be more positive about your football club. And what? And what? Yeah, literally, I say it how it is. There are no positives whatsoever. Whether you got this ball ruled in charge or waistcoat wanker next season, pretty much either way, we are fucked, honestly. Thomas Tuchel wants the Manchester United job. One of the biggest jobs in England is available. You had an opportunity to bring in a manager who's won the UEFA Champions League. But nope, you're going for a manager who's not won anything with England yet. You are an absolute disgrace, Sir Jim Ratcliffe and Ineos. Get the fuck out of my football club. And you, the Glazers, get the fuck out as well. I'm absolutely sick and tired of how the standards has been lowered at my football club. I care about Manchester United Football Club. I am a passionate fan. I've been supporting my football club for nearly 25 years now, and I know for sure that the ball's ruled is not the right one for the long term, nor is waistcoat wanker Gareth Southgate. And it's like you're going to have to listen to him in his interviews next season. Look, don't get me wrong, Gareth Southgate is a nice bloke and he shows more personality than the ball's ruled, but it's like being pragmatic. There's no way the players are going to accept that. And with number 10 and Maguire in the starting lineup more next season, things are going to get real peak for Manchester United next season, I tell you. It's like, oh my goodness me. It's like, should I just focus on the Green Army next season? Because I know it's going to be real shit for Manchester United. But you're not a true fan, Mr. Joshy J. If you're not positive about Manchester United, oh, get in the bin, yeah? Seriously, get in the bin. And La Basura. Simple as that. Get in the bin. I will always follow Manchester United Football Club, but I reckon I'm going to have more fun following the Green Army next season than the Red Devils with this absolute wanker in charge. Honestly, why? Love how you say, and what? Southgate won the League Cup 1,000 years ago with Middlesbrough. And what? And what? Yeah? Middlesbrough are not exactly elites. They are not an elite football club. Manchester United are an elite football club. Well, meant to be an elite football club, but we're no longer an elite football club. It's a fucking disgrace, honestly. The Glazers, they had an opportunity to sell the football club and bring in Sheikh Jassim from Qatar, but unfortunately, again, they went for the cheap option. They thought, oh, we're bringing in investors who own 25% of the football club, so we can keep majority of the power in the football club. We'll carry on taking money out of the fucking football club and putting it into Tampa Bay. It's like, seriously, you are the reason why in this last 10 years the standards have been down to here instead of up here. This is where my standards is at. Yours are down on the floor. You keep fucking taking money out in the football club, helping your other fucking businesses. You're an absolute disgrace, Glazers. And I advise fans to bring back the green and yellow scarves. I mean, that before got a lot of attention, but if you're serious about taking control back at Manchester United Football Club, not only protest against the Glazers, start protesting against Ineos as well, yeah? Start calling them out as well. But you won't call them out because you don't have the balls and the cohesion to, because they can only just come in. But it takes time, Mr. Joshy J. It's a process. Fuck off, is it a process, yeah? We are an elite football club. Why should I accept and trust the process? I said before that if Gareth Southgate comes in, I am Southgate out immediately. And that is exactly the case. Southgate out. And that's what I will be saying all season next season. And I couldn't care less what others think. Southgate out. We want Gareth Southgate out. Say we want Gareth Southgate out. I'm not backing it, honestly. You died when Ferguson retired, I'm afraid. Yeah, exactly, mate. It's like ever since then, ever since he's retired, we've been nowhere near in the same football club, have we? Let's have it right. We've been a disgrace. Southgate ain't going to United. Clueless who wants Southgate. I don't want him, mate. If you tuned in at the beginning, I said I do not want him. And immediately I am Gareth Southgate out. I don't want the balls ruled either. My ideal candidate would have been Hansi Flick, Carlo Ancelotti, Thomas Tuchel, but no, these clowns, Ineos, are going for the cheap option. It's disgusting, mate. I'll have Ollie back then, Southgate, 100%. Even though I was Ollie out, he showed more fucking passion than what the bald ruled showed. The bald ruled talks absolute bollocks in this press conference. So literally you're getting rid of one clown and bringing in another clown. Where is the common logic in it? Seriously. This is Manchester United Football Club, but we are not acting like a Manchester United Football Club, are we? Let's have it right here. We're not. We're meant to be one of the biggest football clubs in the world. We have a massive fan base over the world, but the Glazers and Ineos are literally making us look like right mugs. Honestly, it's a disgrace, and I cannot believe that we're literally going for this option. Can someone tell me in the live chat, please, if this is a good idea going for the cheap option? Why can't you go for the expensive option? But maybe Ineos can't afford it, Mr. Joshy J. Bollocks, absolute bollocks. Of course they can afford it, yeah? They can afford it. But instead, they're just making up the numbers, like the Glazers. Can't believe 21 called out your manager. It shows he's lost the dressing room. I mean, it's a good point what 21 said, but I don't think you should be doing that in public, Hayden Cox. I believe he should have done it behind closed doors. Bringing in the new manager ain't going to change this team. We need to get the players out. It took Klopp 5 years to win the trophy. The bald ruled has won trophy and in a final. And what? And what? Yeah? His football has been so pragmatic this season. And our football has been pragmatic ever since we won the Carabao Cup last season. It's like we've got worse ever since we won the Carabao Cup this season. The ball trolls goes, oh, the players on my side. I'm still the right one to take Manchester United forward. No, you're fucking not the right one to take Manchester United forward. Give him time. He's seen United 2 seasons and we had shit running the club. We had Woodward and now we have Ineos. Look, Ineos need to get this right, yeah? If they come out and say, oh, it's a load of bollocks, we're not going for Gareth Southgate, always could give them. But until I see evidence of that, but the ball trolled is out. He's out of here. because Gareth Southgate is the favourite to replace him, regardless if we win the FA Cup or not. The ball's ruled is gone, the same as Louis van Gaal. But no, I will not be given the ball's ruled time. He's an absolute clown. He's fallen out with so many players. Sold David De Gea. He's literally Golden Glove winner last season. Sold him. Jadon Sancho, falling out with Jadon Sancho. Look at what he's doing for Dortmund now. People can use the mental health as an excuse and that. Just goes to show the bald ruled is a bully, yeah? He's an absolute bully. The sooner he's out of here, the better. Instead of bringing Waistcoat Wanker in, go for an elite manager. Phil Foden will walk into the Prem. City casually different to Man United first team. Did you see what he done at City? I mean, look, I didn't watch what Jason Wilcox did at Man City, but you're literally bringing in someone from the Championship who just brings in younger generation players. What happens if he just brings in younger generation players? We are absolutely snookered next season. Honestly, if we just bring in younger generation players, we are fucked. It's as simple as that. Because it's like, if you had a younger team, it will set you back. If you had an older team with just experienced players, it will set you back. Like I keep saying, you need the right balance to be a successful football club. You need to make sure a younger generation players and older players, so the younger generation players can learn off the older players. Otherwise, you'll never fucking get anywhere near, as a team, we'll never get to the levels as an elite football club again. We just need the right structure and the right balance. But unfortunately, I warned fans that I had my concerns with Ineos, and with good reason as well, because we're literally, again, going for the cheap option instead of an expensive option. So this is why, to me, Ineos are just as bad as what the Glazers are. You may think different. Good evening to you, Michael Chelsea FC. Pizza Bag Merchants. Where have the Man United standards gone? Oh yeah, it's in the bin. Good evening to you, Michael Chelsea FC. How are you doing, mates? I'm going to add you as a moderator, okay? So you don't get removed. You're now moderator on my channel, so if you see any knobheads in my live chat, you can remove them. About time we don't get any pants pulled down, Hayden. Any else know what they are doing? I mean, look, I want Ineos to prove me wrong, but what I'm seeing in the moment, they're just as bad as the clowns what we had the last 17 or 18 years. So until I see evidence that they're doing the job, they 100% need to take accountability, the same as the Glazers. I criticised the Glazers for years, so why should I give Ineos a free pass? I will not give Ineos a free pass. If they bring in this manager, immediately Ineos have got to go, because it just goes to show they do not have the minerals and the cohesion. Past 10 years, you tell me how much we spent on players' wages. It's ridiculous. About time we sort this team out. I agree, there's loads of players on ridiculous wages, like number 10 needs to go. 21 needs to fuck off. He's not good enough. Martial, the sooner your contract is up, the better. You can get the fuck out. You've been conning a living out this football club for the last so many years. You literally, we could have sold you, but you're willing to stay on until your contract runs out because you're milking the football club, because all you care about is the money. That's what it comes down to these days. Money, money, money. Fucking money. And I've absolutely had enough of it, honestly. So done with all the bullshit in my football club. I'm sick and tired of it. Thank you. Big up, Mr. Joshy J. Just watch the Champions League semi-final. Southgate won't come to United, I promise. Mate, I know you don't want to believe it's happening, but it's happening. There's multiple sources already saying it's a done deal. It's done, unfortunately. We are going to have to put up with this manager in the dugout next season. He'll do his job for England. He may win the tournament or he may not. Then he'll be straight on the plane to Manchester, and Manchester United will announce it a couple of days later that Gareth Southgate is the bald scrawled's replacement, because literally the bald scrawled is the worst manager who I've ever known. Yes, you can use the excuse that the injuries, the football's been pragmatic. We've only just got over the line. All excuses, but now we're no longer getting over the line. It's the fans can no longer use it as an excuse, nor can the bald scrawled either. Forget it. We're no longer getting over the line. We are getting tired a new asshole. We are getting exactly what we deserved, honestly. Number 10 is poison, I'm telling you. I agree with you, Liam. Honestly, he is poison, mate. I've had enough of that clown. He needs to go. He's been conning a living out of my football club for ages. France will be favourites to the Euros. I agree, Michael. Chelsea FC. Completely agree with you. I think they're favourites. And it won't surprise me Portugal do well either. You know, I mean, Portugal, imagine Ronaldo wins the second Euros. All right, it won't be as good as winning the World Cup like what Messi's done, but 2 Euros, I say that's absolutely incredible. But yet the clowns, the Glazers, literally got rid of CR7 because he came out and said the truth. They're absolute cowards, the Glazers. They're literally getting rid of our player who saved our bacon so many times a couple seasons ago. And De Gea as well. Without Ronaldo and De Gea that season, Manchester United would have been in a relegation battle. But nope, the Glazers, they have short memories, don't they? Let's have it right here. He ain't no role model for young lads like Kobe Garnacho. Look, I like Kobe Mainu, okay? He's our player in the season. He is the only one playing for the Manchester United badge, in my opinion. But obviously, the Glazers, they've absolutely damaged this football club. And I want Ineos to repair it. They need to start being more ruthless and going for more expensive options. If you go for the cheap option, then forget it. We're finished. Absolutely finished as an elite football club. You have to agree with me on that. If you disagree, fine, fair enough. Good evening to you, Simon. How you doing, mate? Mr. But it's all over it tonight. Yeah, too right, Hayden Cox, because I've had enough of fans accepting mediocrity at this football club. And if you were in Southampton's position, would you want waistcoat wankers, your manager at Southampton Football Club? No, you wouldn't. Same as I wouldn't want Russell Martin either, because he's not exactly done brilliant. Let's have it right here. Because your team were in automatic promotion. Now you've had to settle for the playoffs. Tuchel has a massive job to sort Man United, if you ask me. I mean, he wants the job, but unfortunately, again, it looks like Sir Jim Ratcliffe is going for the cheaper option. That waistcoat wanker, pizza bag merchant, Gareth Southgate is a much cheaper option than Thomas Tuchel. Apparently, Thomas Tuchel wants a lot of wages, but Ineos are not willing to pay a lot of wages, so they think, right, let's go for waistcoat wanker, Gareth Southgate. Fucking typical, honestly. And will I be calling out waistcoat wanker next season too, right? You bet your bottom dollar I will be calling him out. You was fuming in your audio messages the other day after the game too, right? Why is he called pizza bag, mate? I mean, maybe because he come from Middlesbrough. Michael Chelsea FC thinks that he's only good enough to deliver pizzas instead of fucking managing a football club. I mean, let's have it right here. England are not elite. The difference between Manchester United and England are nowhere near elite, where Manchester United are elite because we got so much history. England have only won one major tournament, where Manchester United have won so many trophies, you know, the FA Cup, the Carabao Cup, 2 UEFA Champions Leagues, and 13 Premier League titles. That is what you call an elite football club. England just make up the numbers, unfortunately. And we will not be winning the European Championships this summer. Bye-bye, Mr. Joshy J, it's a European Championship. Anything can happen. Look, if England's won the Euros and Waistcoat Wanker actually won a major tournament, then great. Then he'll be into the Manchester United job with a massive confidence booster. But will Waistcoat Wanker lose the dressing room? I believe he will. If the players are not on his side, he will lose the dressing room, like what the Bald Fraud has. Two different positions, Siren. One is a winger, one is a striker. At Hayden Cox, Southgate used to have a pizza bag on his head after missing that penalty in Euro 96. I remember everyone used to laugh at when I was a kid. Oh, exactly. Oh, that's funny, Michael.Chelsea FC. But either way you look at it, like I keep saying, if you're new to my channel, welcome aboard, yeah? I will just go through what I keep saying. Realistically, you are looking at a time scale between 3 to 5 years or 5 to 7 years before Manchester United are competing for league titles again. So this is why it's important Ineos get it right. It's a massive summer ahead of Manchester United now. I've seen leaders in my football club, and these days we got absolutely no leaders whatsoever. Like Paul Pogba, was he a leader? No, he was a troublemaker. Now karma has come back to bite him on the ass. He's literally been banned from football because what he's done, he's been a right knobhead. So I got no sympathy for Paul Pogba. He was a virus at my football club. And it just goes to show, he went back to Juventus and he's a virus there as well because he got involved with some illegal stuff. Now he's been banned from playing football for about 3 or 4 years. So he's got exactly what he deserves. Yeah, let's have it right. If you lose the FA Cup final by more than 2 goals, will you go mad or will you be proud? The efforts of the players to get to the final. If we play well, I will be proud. But if we don't show any fight, I'll be fuming, Hayden Cox. Absolutely fuming. We're having a season what Liverpool had last season. It's no excuse, though, because look at what happened when they had their star players back from injury. They were doing the job. I mean, you got to start looking at the physio staff. They must be responsible or something what we're doing in training, because why, if we had so many injuries this season? Chelsea had injuries, so now they're clicking into gear. And I believe they may be favourites to get European football now. And next season, we may not be in Europe, which I would take that, having a year out of Europe, because that would mean less matches for us. And we have only the top 4 to focus on. But I don't want the top 4. I want us to be competing for Premier League titles. But unfortunately, we're not competing for Premier League titles. Most seasons, we're just contenders to top 4, unfortunately. Mourinho would be class as England manager. I agree. We would probably win a major tournament with him, Liam Newby. I completely agree, mate. Absolutely, we would win a major tournament with him. And it's a bit like Arsenal this season. If they had Mourinho, I honestly believe they would have got over the line and won the league. Where Arteta, he's not a bad manager. Don't get me wrong. He's doing a solid job. But unfortunately, it looks like he's going to fall short once again at Man City. But Man City are an elite football club, like what Real Madrid are. I knew once Real Madrid equalised tonight, they would go on and win the game. It's as simple as that, because Real Madrid have the minerals. Arsenal under Arteta came 8th, 5th, and 2nd. But like Lee Gunner says, he hasn't won anything for 4 years. So if he doesn't win the trophy this season, Arsenal should sack him and go after an elite manager who can get the better of Man City, who can pick Man City to the title. Because if Arsenal had an elite manager, I reckon Arsenal would have won the Premier League comfortably this season. But the harsh reality for Arsenal is they could miss out on the Premier League title by 2 points because it's in Man City's hands. Before Arsenal lost to Aston Villa, it was in Arsenal's hands because Liverpool lost to Crystal Palace and then Arsenal lost to Villa that day. The Bulls rules came third and probably second this season again. No, I won't, Liam Wyby. I will not give him time. If you want to back him, fair enough, but I'm not. I'm not giving him time. This is an elite football club. Why would I give a manager time who is an absolute bully and falling out with so many players? Nah, get the fuck out of here. Terminate his contract and get him fucking sent back to Holland or something. Because he's an absolute fraud, honestly. I've never known a manager like this. A manager who's so boring, talks so much bollocks, and says Mark Goldfish on the PR channels. He talks so much bollocks. Honestly, I've absolutely had enough of fans who've lowered the standards of my football club. This is why I've stepped it up. I am fighting what's best for my football club. If you want to accept mediocrity, be my guest, but I'm not accepting mediocrity, okay? I've been following my football club for nearly 25 years. I'm 31 years old, and in my lifetime, I've seen us win trophy after trophy after trophy. Who do you want as manager then? Like I keep saying, if you're listening to me, I want Thomas Tuchel, Don Carlo Ancelotti, or say Hansi Flick, someone like that, an elite manager who knows the standards and the minerals of Manchester United, a manager who is willing to play attacking football, not one who is pragmatic. But Mr. Joshy J, it doesn't matter if you're pragmatic, you win matches. We've had injuries this season. You've not had the players to play attacking football. And what? And what? Yeah? Are you seeing Pep change his style playing injuries? No. Are you seeing Jurgen Klopp change his style playing injuries? No. Are you seeing Eddie Howe change his style with injuries? No. You haven't. So why is this clown changed his style play? I don't understand it. I really don't. You want Tuchel, he's seen sacks 5 times. He's elite, mate. Look at how many trophies he's won at Chelsea. He won the UEFA Champions League with Chelsea. And they were in the title race as well. Go and get him. Yeah? Where is your standards, Liam? Seriously, mate. I'm not going against you, by the way, but I just find it so jarring of fans who have lowered the standards over the years. Honestly, strange enough, Arsenal missing a striker when you think about it. Havertz has done well considering. To be fair, Kai Havertz has been good this season. I mean, he had a bit of a slow start because Arteta kept playing him in the midfield and that, but since he's been playing as a false 9, he's been doing much better, which you've got to take your hat off to Mikel Arteta for playing him as a false 9. Gabriel Jesus is useless. He's had such a poor season, honestly. Was Tuchel elite tonight? Look, Bayern Munich, he made an error tonight, taking Harry Kane off. That was a huge mistake, I'm not going to lie, and he needs to take responsibility for that. But he would build a good relationship with the players. The only reason why Thomas Tuchel got sacked as Chelsea manager because he called out Clown Lake, the new owners. He didn't like their system. He spoke the truth, and Clown Lake hated it, so that's why they sacked him. It's as simple as that. Nearly was out for them, but his subs were awful. Yes, I agree, Hayden Cox. If he kept Harry Kane on, maybe they would have gone on and won the game, but Real Madrid are elite, and Don Carlo Ancelotti is elite. He would have been my ideal replacement for the Bulls ruled, honestly. But nope, absolutely not. If you're a big Man United fan, Lee, and I would recommend subscribing to this account. He thinks facts, Josh. Absolutely, Hayden Cox. You know, I just land it, mate. I just say it how it is. If you like it, great. If not, then cry. I don't care. It's as simple as that. I'm not changing anytime soon because, like I keep saying, I'm sick and tired of fans who've absolutely lowered the standards of my football club. Why are you accepting mediocrity? Shall I tell you why these fans are accepting mediocrity? It's because they've watched too much of Mark Goldfish. the Stretford's paddock, the United's view, they absolutely lowered the standards. But I do like Andy Tate's from the Stretford's paddock. He is now the ball's ruled out. He's woken up and is now on board with Manchester United sacking the ball ruled, which more fans are on board with now. But I bet you none of them are on board with Ineos literally appointing Gareth Southgate. You can try and deny it all you like, but it's done. I know it's a done deal, honestly. You sound drunk. Right, you're out here faster before you say, but, mate. Bosh! Get out here, man. Seriously. I've only had one drink. Yeah? One fucking drink. And I sound drunk. Nah, you can fucking get out here, mate. Honestly. You're out here faster before you say, but. I go to games, I pay $850 per season to watch this shit, mate. Oh, right, okay. How many games have you been to? I've not been to Old Trafford since 2020 because I stopped being a member, right? Because I was fed up of giving the Glazers money and travelling on the coach about 5 hours there and 6 hours back on the same day. Jarring, man. So exhausting. So that's why I gave up being a member. But £850, you're part of the issue, mate. Paying that money to the Glazers. Of course, it's up to you in the end of the day. You can send your money on whatever you like, but I don't even buy football shirts from the club anymore. I buy them off of DHgate and that, and like Sydney Best One. These remake shirts, because I absolutely refuse to fund the Glazers. Southgate to United is 8-1 bookies. You should put your money on it. I'm not a betting man, mate. I don't do gambling. I don't agree with it. Too many betting adverts are on the television, and it's a bad influence on these gamblers, honestly. But all they care about in these advertisements is making money. They think, oh, we've got to advertise betting because we want to try and make money for this company. Yeah, shut up. Get in the bin, yeah? I'm not fucking interested in that. If you're setting a bad example, you should be held accountable for that. And there's too much betting in football, so no. Zidane, he would have been my ideal manager as well, mate, but unfortunately, I believe that ship is well and truly sailed, mate. But I welcome your opinions. I really do, Liam Newbie. So I'm glad you are onto this channel. Tuchel's won 1 Champions League, 1 FIFA Club World Cup, 1 UEFA Super Cup, 1 Bundesliga, 2 La Ligas, 1 German Cup, 1 Copa de France, 1 Copa de Liga. Tuchel's won 10 trophies in his career. You blame the ball trolls, but do we still got players from Mourinho these days? I blame the ball trolls, mate, because he keeps making excuses. I'm sick and tired of listening to his manager going, oh, the players are on my side. Oh, it's the injuries. Oh, we've got over the line this season. He's only doing it for his own PR that the football club will keep him on his side. But it looks like now the football club are well and truly gave up on him if they are bringing in waistcoat wanker. It's as simple as that. Look, I wanted an elite manager, but it's not happening now, unfortunately. If we get an elite manager, I will forgive Ineos. But if we don't get an elite manager, they need to go, and so do the Glazers as well. We need a whole new structure and a whole new ownership at this football club. Not investors, 100% ownership like Sheikh Jassim and that. He would set the standards high. But instead of the Glazers, and it looks like with Ineos, the standards are on the floor. And you can argue the fact that they've been on the floor since Sir Alex Ferguson retired. Yes, they have. He literally wanted David Moyes as manager as soon as Sir Alex Ferguson retired. Sir Alex Ferguson got that one wrong, but even David Moyes' football was more exciting than this ball trolled. Ollie football was a lot more exciting than the ball trolled. I liked Ollie. I gave him a lot more time than the ball trolled, but unfortunately, the cut-off point reached in the end to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. He wasn't good enough. The players down tools. He lost the dressing room, just like what Mourinho did. But No matter where you look at it, Mourinho was our most successful manager since Sir Alex Ferguson retired, winning the Carabao Cup in his first season and the League Cup in his first season, doing the domestic double. Absolutely unbelievable. And second season, he could have won the league, but unfortunately, with Man City, with all their world class players and that, we fell short, unfortunately. And third season, it all went south for Mourinho. But would I bring Mourinho back as an interim manager until now, till the end of the season, if I thought we could win the FA Cup? Yes, I would, because he is elite, mate. Mourinho is an elite manager. I want to win trophies. Who doesn't? I do as well, Liam. It just goes to show you are setting the standards. The ball trolled wanted Harry Kane, Frankie de Jong, and wanted Delit, then the board didn't get him. Signings we got is a third choice, which was 21 and Martinez. Look, I like Martinez, but Martinez is injury prone, and 21 is not good enough for this football club. It's a harsh reality, but 21 does absolutely nothing for me. Tuchel is elite. He's one of the top 5 managers in the world right now. I agree, Michael. Chelsea FC. Completely agree with you. My mum just messaged me to say the car's been stolen. What the fuck? No way! Oh my God, Hayden Cox. I'm sorry to hear that, mate. Whoa, dear me. There are some cunts around in this world, honestly. Excuse the French, but reading shit like that really winds me up. We need a long-term manager. My mate just messaged me to say his car's been stolen. Fuck's sake, man. It's just, there's so much knobheads in this world. Tuchel doesn't stay at club in 3 years. That's a fact. It's a bit like with Mourinho. That's how right. He never sticks at football clubs, does he? Mate, not mum, I meant to type. Oh, that's okay. Never mind. Again, autocorrects. So what annoys me with phones these days is fucking autocorrects where you go to send a message and you have to edit it because it's changed the word for you. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. But, oh my goodness sake. Crazy. But yes, we do need an elite manager. But is Gareth Southgate long term? No, he isn't. And it won't surprise me if he didn't even get to last the season. But it's more than likely he will last the season because Ineos be willing to back him. Look, if Gareth Southgate brought in proper elite players and we plays the United way and say we won the Premier League title, fair play. You proved to be wrong, but I know for sure he is not the right man for this job. He may be your manager, Gareth Southgate, but he's simply not my manager, and not many others as well. It's as simple as that. Tuchel wants full charge of transfers, etc. He won't get that at United now with Ballack, Ashworth, Wilcox, Tuchel. He plays 3 centre-backs. I mean, we've tried a back 3 before with, say, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, and that was a total disaster. Playing a back 3 just doesn't work out, does it? Let's not get right here. But it's like, look, if Gareth Southgate proves me wrong, I'll hold my hand up and wins the league title or the FA Cup. I'll be like, oh, you've won me something. I'll be willing to back you. But until that day comes, no, Gareth Southgate out, honestly. It's like, why? Why are we going for him, man, honestly? It didn't work. I agree, Liam. It didn't work. Completely agree with you. It's like, to be a successful football club, you need the right structure. You need the right coaching staff, the right board, and the right manager, and the right people. And people say, oh, trust the process, trust the process. But to be honest, I trust my own process, and I always will trust. Excuse me. It's like, if we do bring in Gareth Southgate, do I have to back him? No, I don't. Immediately, the only way I would back him is if he actually brought a trophy to my football club. That's when I will get behind him. But I've seen him for England. His football is so pragmatic. If he came into us, which No doubt about it. He's already on the way in. He would have to play the United way, playing attacking football, because being defensive is not the United way. I don't care what anyone says. I don't care if we just think a game's out for 1-0 win. I rather we scored 4 goals just playing attacking. United players are spent bad last 10 years. They have, mate, honestly. Tuchel's defensive manager. He ain't proactive. Yes, he's defensive, but he can be attacking the same time. Number 10 had a good. I kind of think you're sexy, but don't tell my wife. Okay, thank you very much. If you're new to my channel, make sure you are subscribing, liking, sharing, and please subscribe to my football channel as well. Link is pinned on top of the live chats. But good evening to you. Big up to you, yeah? I appreciate that. But yeah, whatever way you look at it, Manchester United are in crisis. And until we get the right structure and the right thing, we are finished as an elite football club. I'm sorry to say. We are meant to be elite, but we're not acting as an elite football club, unfortunately. It's a harsh reality. It's where we are at the moment, but it's because these failed managers, David Moyes, never the right one. Louis van Gaal, never the right one. Yes, Van Gaal won us the FA Cup, and I was thankful for that, but he never got to celebrate the players, which I didn't agree with. I thought you should have let him at least celebrate the players before you terminated his contract. Where's the attacking style now? Baldy waffles on about. I've never seen it. I completely agree, Michael Chelsea SC. He came out and said, we've been one of the most exciting teams in the Premier League this season. What, with the lowest fucking points total ever, and could equal our worst finishing position, finishing 7th, which would mean UEFA Conference League for us next season. Mutant alerts, I think we have chucking that, Josh. Football needs, get out here, mate, seriously. You're out here faster before you say, but, Chucky nuts. Bosh! It's like, I do not tolerate behavior on this channel whatsoever. How can we have attacking when you have half the squad injured? It's no excuse, mate. We got to play attacking football. The players we have out on the pitch are more capable of playing attacking football. Like against Palace the other night, that was an absolute disgrace. The players are just walking, passing it backwards, passing it sideways. Where you see Crystal Palace going forwards, right? They were moving it forwards. They were playing for the badge. Now Manchester United players were not playing for the badge. I don't care what anyone says. They're just jogging. This is an elite sport. You're meant to be sprinting and running, not just fucking walking, honestly. Mate, we have one striker in the club like United. I mean, look, Højlund, he needs to be scoring more goals, but he's not all to blame because he hardly gets given the service. He needs to be given more service, but we definitely need a backup striker because Martial's going anyway. Hopefully number 10's going, so our main focus in the summer is to bring in another striker because we just have Højlund. We'll never get anywhere, will we? Let's have it right. And Højlund, to me, has been crap ever since he's come back from injury. He's a kid. Wasn't he bought starting week in, week out? Kane was the striker. Rasmus back out to learn. I mean, I would have loved Harry Kane, but unfortunately, the Glazers weren't willing to put in the money to bring in Harry Kane. I'd have loved Harry Kane. Think how many goals we could have scored, and you could have had Kane coming off the starting 11 and Højlund coming on as a sub. Kane starting matches, and then you bring Højlund off the bench to play for the rest of the game. Imagine what we could have done, but unfortunately, again, the Glazers, they went for the cheaper option, which is like what Ineos are doing now, bringing in Gareth Southgate. They've gone for the cheap option, and I'm absolutely seething with Ineos for this. They've got no minerals, unfortunately. Would you take Greenwood back? No. bringing him back would be a major disaster, bringing Greenwood's back, because it would literally split the fan base into two. You cannot bring him back, mate. It'd be criminal, absolutely criminal if you brought Mason Greenwood's back. To me, that's a big red flag. That's a no-no from me, unfortunately. But it's absolutely crazy, honestly. If we brought him back, but we spent 80 mil on 21. This is the problem, mate, with the Glazers. The last 10 years or so, we seem to spend a lot of money all on one player, where you can bring in about two or three or four other players and that money. But nope, instead, we just go and spend it on one fucking player. It's not sustainable. The Glazers are an absolute virus to this football club. I wish they would have sold the whole football club, but I knew deep down they weren't going to. Shall I tell you why they put the football club up for sale? It's to raise the New York stock shares. And what happens when they took the football club off the market? The stock shares dropped because the Glazers did it all for their own PR. It's what it is, mate, honestly. We will give the Bulls ruled another year. More managers will be available next summer. We're not, mate. He's out the door. Ineos have already made the decision. The Bulls ruled will not be the manager next season. We've already got our next manager. You wait until after the Euros. It will be confirmed that Waistcoat Wanker is our brand new manager for next season. That Man United squad are on the beach. Baldy is a goner. It's obviously exactly Michael Chelsea FC. Why do you think the players were only walking the other night? They're putting in no effort. If Palace took their chances, that could have been about 8 or 9. Let's have it right here. Yeah? EOS ain't paying 10 million. Balls ruled to leave. I mean, look, either way, if they keep the Balls ruled on or they bring in Gareth Southgate, immediately I am Ineos out, because they got no minerals. You can say, oh, but give Ineos time, trust the process. No, I will not give them time. I want what's best for my football club, and I know for sure if we keep on the Bulls ruled or bring in Waistcoat Wanker, we're dusted as an elite football club. It's as simple as that. It'd be good night, rest in peace, Manchester United. The other night, I wore my Manchester United shirt with pride, right? But the Bulls ruled and the players didn't. They let themselves down big time. It's as simple as that. But whatever way you look at it, Manchester United, until we get the right balance right, we're absolutely snookered as a football club. And you've got to say it how it is, honestly. You have to agree with me on it. If you don't agree with me, then fair enough, but hopefully you will agree with me, because then it just goes to show that you have standards. But I believe in you, Liam Newbie. You're very passionate. You want to back the Bulls ruled, fine. You want to give Ineos time, fine. No problem. I respect your opinion, mate. Greenwood will end up in Italy as my guest. More than likely, Michael Chelsea FC. Wouldn't surprise me one bit, honestly. But great show tonight. I appreciate you all joining me tonight. It's been an epic show. Who's live? Who I like? Who can I share a stream to? Who's live? Who we like? Let's have a look. Is anyone live who I like? No, don't think so. But yeah, if you are watching afterwards, let me know down below what you think of this news that Waistcoat Wanker is the favourite to come in as Manchester United manager. Look, it's done. It's done, okay. You can try and brush it under the carpet all you like, but it's obvious he's coming in, because multiple sources and outlets have reported today that Waistcoat Wanker is our new manager for next season, which is a disgrace, man, honestly. I feel so embarrassed. Raniak said he needed open heart surgery. Everyone hammered him for it. But it's like he is speaking the truth. Ronaldo spoke the truth. He got punished. He got absolutely hammered in that interview online he did with Piers Morgan. Where me, I've been Team Ronaldo since day one, honestly. But thank you very much for joining me. Thank you very much for your company this evening. Big up to you all, yeah? I really appreciate every single one of you. If you are watching afterwards, comment your thoughts down below on the situation. If you are a Manchester United fan, hit the subscribe button and please subscribe to my football channel. Link is pinned on top of the live chat. But this is a sad day for Manchester United Football Club, honestly. Big up to you, Liam, Newbie, for your comments this evening. Michael.ChelseaFC, Hayden Cox. That mutant, no, you're in the bin, mate, and another mutant, you're in the bin, mate. But the real ones, you're so loyal to my channel. I appreciate every single one of you. Good night.